All right, we're here just to give you a quick video on how a student should be using this virtual welder and how they may use it in the classroom and how the diagnostic tool works. We've already created a student account, and the teachers can log in and create a student account with each student's names where they can log in and keep track of what the student's doing. We actually ask the students to print off their diagnostic sheets once they've passed it and keep it in a duotang for marking purposes. So when a student logs in, they're going to see practice, replays, and exercises. Click on exercises, and then for our purposes we choose mild steel, and then the typical default gun. We have a T-joint set up for our first weld, and then we just use 1/4 inch mild steel. And now you're going to see that there's different levels. We've already passed the first level with 100% accuracy. The first level is very simple. It's just to get comfortable with the gun. It's very simple to pass. The second level, this is where it starts getting more difficult. Again, make sure that your welder is calibrated properly for the student. So I've clicked on the second level. You can notice that I've attempted it, but I've only made a 67%. And we're going to weld this again, and I'm going to fail it just to show you the diagnostic for what the student is. So I'm going to hit OK. You'll notice now that the gun is in motion. I'm going to get comfortable with the gun, and I'm just going to do a weld. Please don't criticize, I'm not a welder, and but I'm just going to give you an example of how this welds. Now, while you're welding, it is nice to have the monitor reflecting the piece of T-joist here so that it gives it more of an authentic feel. Also, you will need to weld at least, we found, 2 to 3 inches before it's going to give you a diagnostic. Okay, and I'm just using a push technique here. And just going to make sure that it has a good set up a good weld. Okay, you can see on my T-joint that I have a weld. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do, if I was the student, would be to save it. And it's saving it. And ooh, I did pretty bad. Only got 2%. My evaluation is 2%. I'm going to hit OK, and it's going to show me what I did wrong in my procedure. So I'm going to click in my procedure. It shows me how I should be welding. I guess I should have showed you this first. But I'm going to go into my diagnostic, and it's going to show me that I've passed my first lesson. Also, that when I get into this diagnostic, it shows me the weld that I did, and it's going to show you, it shows you that I should be using the push technique. So for some reason the student might be pulling. It's going to show that I should be pushing. Shows my wire speed, shows my arc speed, and my travel angle. It gives me a detailed image of my weld. You can see that I was not on the joint there on the butt. Now it shows my motion straightness. I'm in bounds. I have 100%. My work angle is fine. My travel angle is off, but it is fine as well. Where I'm lacking is my distance. Okay, so I was out of bounds with my distance, and you can see with the image there, this is the point of my gun to the point. So my distance was off. I was too far away, and it'll let you know if it was too close. So my gun was actually too far away from the joint. It should have been closer to the joint. That's giving me a 0. And my arc speed, as you can see, 13.5. I was traveling way too quickly to pass this level. I should have been traveling a little bit slower, but then they diagnosed right. So now that I have this diagnostic, I can go in and choose and see what I did wrong, and go in and redo this level and practice my weld again. So students can use this to keep practicing till they pass each level. It's actually quite enjoyable, and hopefully this video helped you.